Morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is my second video on our van conversion, and today we're going to be removing the bulkhead in our Vauxhall Vivaro. First got to take off this piece of ply lining around the window, that's the first job, and then I can start actually removing pieces of metal in different stages. I'm going to mainly use this ratchet spanner with this socket on, take off most of the bolts. I've already been around and loosened a lot of them, as when I was figuring out which size socket I needed, I thought it was one of those tasks I may as well do there and then. Some of the edges of the piece of the metal look pretty sharp, so I'm just going to put on a pair of these standard gloves. So I'm just going to take the ply lining off here first, because that's going to obstruct some of the metal pieces there. Slowly but surely taking all the bolts out. It's just a case of working out what releases what, and I think there's going to be quite a lot of instances that something won't move and I'll realise that I've got to take something else off for that to move. So it's going to be a bit of trial and error all the way through this, but I've just got to keep at it. So that's pretty much all the bolts removed. So now there's a couple of other little parts that need taking off, and there's also this type that use like a star shaped head. I'm not sure what the technical name is for it, but there's a few of these ones knocking about as well. So now I've taken those last 4 screws out. We've actually got a bit of movement, so it's coming. There's just a couple of pieces down here that are snagging it, so I've just got to figure out what's causing it to still be resistant to moving. I've definitely not got the appropriate tools to take off these little discs, but I'm just going to give it some welly with a robust screwdriver and a hammer, and hopefully that'll be enough to break them off, and then we can actually get the thing moving a bit more. With enough welly, you can just whack them straight off and they just sheared. I was starting to lose hope a bit, thinking that I was going to have to drill it out or find another method of doing it, but I just gave it some more wallops with the hammer and it's just sheared straight off. So I'm going to do that to the other side now. So that's most of it detached. It seems pretty loose. I think it's just these plastic bits on the top. Funnily enough, the bit that's giving me the most aggro is just a tiny little piece of plastic at the top. I can't seem to pull it off with my bare hands, and I can't figure out a way to prise it off. Also need to be really careful that it doesn't catch the head lining in the actual cab, which we're seeing through here now. It's gradually falling apart, which is convenient because now I can take it out in 2 pieces. So in total, there were 22 of these type of bolts, then 4 of these, and then 2 of these little pieces of metal that I don't really know what you call them, but two of these that you have to smash off each side. I hope you found it helpful to see how I removed the bulkhead in my Vivaro. I imagine it'll be identical for like Renault Trafics and whatever Fiat's version of this van is, but yeah, mine's the Vauxhall Vivaro, but I'm pretty sure that in the other iterations of the van it's going to be the same. So check back soon for my next video, which will be insulating the van in the panels like this. I'm still yet to decide what insulation materials I'm going to use. I've got some ideas based on other videos I've seen and what other people have done in their vans, but I'm still yet to decide and order it, so it may be a couple of weeks before that video goes up. Check out my first video and channel introduction, and in between I might even create a couple of like little hiking or running vlogs, because lockdown is now easing in the UK. So thanks for watching, and I hope you found it helpful.